Hello guys, I'm Miguel Sanchez. Thank you for coming for another episode of the World of Blocks. I know it, alright? I'm good. That's because we're still in this together. So thank you all for coming online, and you should know why I feel the best. Because I really love you. I love you the most, and I can't wait to see more of you in the future. So welcome everyone to the World of Blocks. We have a brand new story starting soon, and it starts up on Thursday. It's getting the point across. So please stay tuned. The prologue will be starting on Thursday. But for now, we got 3 extra stories to get through. And this first one starts right now. For those who haven't seen the previous installment, which was System Error, the epilogue, I'll leave a link to it at the top of the screen. Your info symbol is waiting for you right up there for you to go watch right now. However, I think we're all set and ready to go. So let's jump right into it and get started. You ready? Good. Let's begin. This the time for our first of 3 extra stories here on the channel. We're starting out with another extra 3, and it all begins with how to comfort your amigo. So let's see if the terrible twos can do the job done, and see if anything can go wrong with their side of the story. So believe it, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, are you all ready? Good. Let's begin. Before we do, credit goes to Infinite 70 on TVR. He was the one who created all of this. So thank you, Infinite 70, for the creation of the series. Thank you so much. And if you want to go check out his channel, I'll leave a link to down below in the video description below. So thank you, Infinite 70, for the creation of the series. One final thing, warning. Warrior Box is the property of Lucid Animation Studios, Outlaws Limited, and the BBC, which of course is the British Broadcasting Corporation. No copyright infringement is intended. I owe nothing. You have been warned. Thanks for your attention, and enjoy the show, everyone. The World of Blocks. How to comfort your amigo. It seemed that Antonati and his gang had suffered a lot of trauma in the past few months. First, Antonati was corrupted by darkness, that his evil plan to take over another universe and prove himself the better villain was foiled. Then the villains were forced to play heroes for the tail blocks and mind blocks. And then the group was separated during the Blockalypse, with Terrible 2, Purple, and Antonati both getting their souls taken and corrupted by negative infinity. The day after the Blockalypse ended, Antonati decided that just the 4 of them were gonna cut it. So he and Sinister 6 went out to 540, splitting him into the Terrible 20s with her magic and cloning them so that they could be around permanently. Afterwards, Antonati made the Terrible 2s create more minions to add to his team. It took a while and involved a lot of cloning, but in the end, the 2s have managed to create Odious 1 to Terrible 10. Now they were super tired and excused themselves to go have a nap. However, there was a knock at one of the doors. The Purple Bass 2 decided to answer it. The Blue Bass 2 was too sleepy to notice as he trudged towards the 2's room. To Terrible 2 Purple's delight, the block who had come to visit was Twinkle. Her joy upon seeing him alive was well obvious as she gave him an affectionate hug. "Oh, I'm so glad you're okay," she exclaimed. "I heard about what happened to you and got really upset. How are you all holding up?" "Pretty well," Terrible 2 Purple assured her, though in truth, they were still suffering from major trauma, especially Terrible 2 Blue, who had refused to let his twin out of his sight since getting him back. His tired appearance this morning had given away his lack of sleep, as he'd been tossing and turning all night. It was hard to cope with briefly losing his best friend. "Muffin really wants to see your amigo again," Twinkle mentioned. "Do you think Antonati would be okay with us all hanging out?" Honestly, at this point, I don't think he'd be against it. After all, Antonati had fond love of his own, and he valued his minions' happiness more than he disliked the right blocks and tail blocks. Plus, the new additions would probably leave him preoccupied enough for the 2s to slip out. "Great! How about tomorrow? Let's try to arrange that." After the 2 exchanged their goodbyes, Twinkle left the lair, and Terrible 2 Purple turned around to see Odious 1 looking at him suspiciously. "Who was that?" the naughty one asked. "Just a friend. Don't worry about it," Terrible 2 Purple replied. "Pah! As if you got a crush on that girl, don't you?" Odious 1 smirked at the flustered 2 as his blocks lit up. That's none of your business. Just don't tell Antonati about where me and my amigo are heading tomorrow. Fine, said Odious One, giving him a wink. Possibly it was hard to tell with one eye. She skipped off as Terrible 2 Purple headed to the room he shared with his twin. The Blue Ass 2 was already sleeping, but something was wrong. He was rolling around in distress, repeatedly whispering, "No." Suddenly, he gasped and sat up, fully awake and breathing heavily to calm himself. Seeing this made Terrible 2 Purple instantly know what he'd been dreaming about. "You had a nightmare about the apocalypse, didn't you?" "Yeah." Terrible 2 Blue's eyes were baggy, and his gaze was turned downwards. Fixed on nothing in particular, his twin sat down next to him, hoping his presence would be reassuring. "That's in the past," said Terrible 2 Purple. "Just try to forget about everything that happened." "How can I forget I gotta forget all about that?" Terrible 2 Blue snapped, then blurted out, "It's my fault you were taken." Terrible 2 Purple was shocked to hear him say this. "What? How is it your fault? I left you standing by yourself when that Vampire 13 came to take you. If I had kept you by my side, she wouldn't have targeted you." The Purple Mask 2 was very saddened to hear this. "It wasn't your fault. It was Negative Infinity's. She was the one who sent out those robots." I know. But when Antonati was killed by that same robot, I ran like a coward. I didn't even try to save him. I don't think you could stop her anyway. That robot was over 6 times bigger than us. I should at last try to use my rays against her or something." Terrible 2 Blue felt his eyes tear up as he continued to remember what had happened. After I was taken, I felt like giving up and letting the robots take me as well. Then one found me and she brought me to safety in the castle. He looked up at his twin. When we went on that journey to save Iris and Infinity, I was thinking of you and Antonati the whole time. I already failed you once. I wasn't gonna do it again. And in the end, you didn't fail us. You helped save us and the rest of Infinity. Terrible 2 Purple pulled his twin into a hug. "We're all safe now. But what if those robots can't come back?" Terrible 2 Blue fretted. "Iris will take care of them. Besides, Negative Infinity can't corrupt anyone's soul with her arms all bound up." I guess you're right. Just never die again, okay?" Terrible 2 Purple laughed. "I'll try not to. By the way, Twinkle and Muffet want to be with us tomorrow." "You know, I think I like that." Terrible 2 Blue replied honestly. He had grown to like Muffet a lot more during his stay in the Roblox Castle, where she comforted him over the loss of his closest friends. Maybe he could give this whole romance thing a shot if he could fully get over her spider features, of course. XXX. Up on the roof of the lair, Antonati gazed out at the landscape. He was soon joined by Sinister Six, and they both sat down and locked arms together, happy that the worst 3 days of their lives had finally ended, and that Infinity was safe and sound again. After a few minutes of peaceful silence, Sinister Six finally decided to say something. "So, we're gonna have our arms full with the new recruits, huh?" "Hey, it'll be worth it," Antonati responded. "After all, we now have more blocks in our gang than Darkness does his." I don't think he'll even try to go up against us anytime soon," said Sinister Six. "Not the beatdown we gave him." But then a thought occurred to her. What if those negative Roblox join Darkness? Then we'll just make more minions," was Antonati's answer. He was overconfident, sure, but to him, the end of the apocalypse signaled a new beginning for himself and his gang. They weren't going to let anything terrible happen to them again, and with new strength in numbers, they'd be sure to hold their own against any threat that came their way. So the two lovers decided to retreat to their bedroom, looking forward to relaxing in each other's arms. However, shortly after going back inside, they heard loud music start blaring. Wake up! Grab a brush and put a little makeup! Gah! Who's playing that music so loudly? Antonati demanded to know. Threatening 3 came out of the room, and she and Fearsome 5 were sharing. Blame my roommate. At least she has good taste. End of story. And that's it, guys. It's over. The story is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. What a heart-pounding story. And this concludes How to Comfort Your Amigo. So that is it. It's over. Thank you so much for tuning in for How to Comfort Your Amigo. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you check out some other cool videos here on the channel. And don't forget, Local History returns with a new episode tomorrow. So please stay tuned. But in the meantime, stay tuned for new episodes of Motion Monster Riding and every kind of oranges later on today. For now, thank you all so much for watching. I am Miguel Sanchez, you yourself, and I will see you tomorrow on The World of Blocks. Next time we're doing something different. That's right. It's Romance Season 20. So please stay tuned. You did not want to miss it. Can't believe it. You are definitely not going to miss something different. Romance Season 20. That's our second extra story we're doing tomorrow here on The World of Blocks. So please stay tuned for that. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you for Romance Season 20 tomorrow. Until then, I'm Miguel Sanchez. Please remember to leave a like, share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn notifications to miss the video, subscribe to notifications on to not miss another video from me as we are on the road to 400 subscribers. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back for another extra story tomorrow, and are only up to the premiere of Getting the Point Across on Thursday. Until then, please remember that Black Lives Matter. Get your best video, hook to the violation. We'll see you next time here on The World of Blocks. Like, favorite, subscribe. See you in another video. Laters!